Hello and welcome to Morning Transfer Talk. Yeah, we're doing it this way for pretty much probably the rest of the series. Let's begin. Everton belong higher up on the table according to El Ghazi. Owners won't be forgiven if Salah goes according to Jamie Carragher and literally anyone else. Vieira praises the attitude of Jean-Philippe Mateta after admitting it has been challenging for the loanee at the club, who has been linked to a move to Saint-Etienne. He's only started 6 times since moving on an 18-month loan from Mars last January, yeah, whatever. I can't guarantee Tielemans will stay, according to Brendan Rodgers. Are Salah contract talks dragging on? Yes. Big drop-off without Salah Romano, according to Jamie Carragher. What's next for Newcastle? Potentially a centre-back. They've already spent £37 million this window, but they could spend more. Juve want Aubameyang as a Chiesa replacement. Potter's not concerned that Bassoum over Yves Bissouma's future and is convinced he will stay. However, while Rodgers says he isn't guaranteed to stay at Leicester, he's happy at Leicester, Tielemans is, according to Brendan Rodgers. Arsenal and Juventus are still talking about Arthur Melo moving from Juventus to Arsenal on loan. The talks are just continuing. It's a done deal that Kane Ramsey has signed for Ross County on loan for the remainder of the campaign, subject to international clearance and usual terms and blah 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 blah. Blackburn are close to agreeing a deal to sign Dylan Markanday from the Tottenham youth team. He wants to play regular first team football, so he rejected Spurs' contract offer. Newcastle are looking for more signings, but they're not close to any, according to Eddie Howe. Ash Taylor, Dan Dealer, has joined Kilmarnock after leaving Walsall, subject to international clearance and blah 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 blah. Just give us 2 seconds. Oh, God. As always on this bloody show, something goes wrong. The thing stopped, I started recording again, and the damn thing kicked me out, so I've had to start all over again. Why does everything go wrong in this show? Honestly, something goes wrong every single day at the minute. This show's a bloody crisis point, I'm telling you. Arthur Melo would make an immediate impact at Arsenal, according to the Good Morning Transfers panel. It's nearly a done deal that Tommy Doyle will join Cardiff on loan until the end of the season from City's youth. And Thomas Tuchel has responded to a question quite cryptically whether Ruben Loftus-Cheek will be heading out on loan. He said, a lot of game time and a lot to fight for here, Tuchel said. He confirmed that Kennedy's back from the club from Flamengo, but there's no further news on whether Emerson or Broha, currently with Lyon and Southampton respectively, will be returning to Chelsea. Can Chelsea afford to lose Rudiger? Probably not. Rafa Benitez has said they're happy with what they've got, but they're open to more. Burnley are interested in Andy Carroll. He is on a short-term contract at Reading, having served the club in November, and scored twice in Reading's 7-0 loss to Fulham, but both goals were disallowed for offside. One that was a bicycle kick. John Buckley from Blackburn has attracted interest from Leeds and Burnley. The 22-year-old was named Championship Player of the Month for December, and I've never heard of him until now. Well, until the first time I started filming this. Chuks Aneke is set to return to Charlton in a £300,000 deal from Birmingham. He joined last summer, following Lee Bowyer to the Midlands, and has scored 2 goals so far this season. Moving on. Spurs may explore the transfer market to replace Dele Alli and Harry Winks. Newcastle looking for more signings, according to Eddie Howe. And Derby have been hit with a fresh transfer embargo, and Jagielka has left the club. There have been heated exchanges at Derby's Moor Farm training ground this morning as the news were relayed to Mourinho's squad, and the administrators have called an all-staff meeting this morning to update employees on the latest situation. Derby's administrators have yet to approve the preferred bidder for the club, although Mike Ashley remains ready to table a £50 million offer should he be given the green light by Quantuba, who now run Derby's finances. They've been placed over a fresh transfer embargo after they failed to convince the EFL that they have a substantive business plan in place for the rest of the season, which would guarantee that they can play their outstanding football bills and fulfil their remaining fixtures in the Championship. There's been no comment for the EFL, but they've stressed that they're still working closely with Derby to try and find solutions to the financial problems. And that last statement is a load of crap. Moving on. EFL couldn't care less about the clubs that they have put under this. Will Carroll be a good replacement for Chris Wood? No. Moving on. Hasenhüttl hopes to have Amado Brocha at Southampton next season. And speaking of managers wanting players to stay, Dean Henderson, Ralph Rangnick, wants that guy to stay. He wants everyone to stay. He doesn't want to sell anyone. Pussy. Right, and Pontus Jansson has signed a new 1-year extension at Brentford. Benitez couldn't care less about Digne leaving Everton. You'll have to pause and read the statement. I can't be bothered. What he said, if you're in a boat and someone's not rowing at the strength that you're expecting, then you have to make a decision. That just sums it up. He doesn't care. Emerson, he's staying at Lyon according to Lyon. Peter Bosz said, yes, we will keep Emerson. Quite bold. Cantwell is available for Norwich ahead of Everton's visit, despite a million transfer rumours, as there always is with them. He always seems to say them. Bergwijn is expected to be in Spurs' squad if the North London derby actually happens with Arsenal, according to Antonio Conte. However, he's non-committal on Ndombele's future. Felipe Coutinho and Luca Dean, they're both available and in contention for tomorrow, according to Aston Villa's Steven Gerrard. Bielsa didn't think Cody Drummer needed to make a loan move to Cardiff City due to their injury crisis, but he respected his decision. And he also said that Rafinha is their best player, which he's not wrong about. Neil Taylor has signed a contract extension which will keep him at Barra until the end of the season. Arsenal are active in the transfer market according to Mikel Arteta. Bruno Lage says the club have not received an offer for Adama Traore. Allegri suggests that he wants Arthur to stay at Juventus. And Van der Beek hasn't been given a chance, according to Carve Solical. And Stina Blackstenius has signed for Arsenal women. He'll wear the number 25 shirt, presumably because he's 25 years old. And she joined as a free agent after leaving BK Häcken. He was part of the Sweden squad that won silver at the Tokyo Olympics. Jagielka, formerly of Derby, who left literally today, is undergoing a medical at Stoke and is expected to sign a deal until the end of the season. Arsenal's Vlhalovic chase is quite clever, according to Carve Solical. Continuing on, Adam Forshaw has signed a new contract with Leeds, 1-year contract extension, keeping him to the summer of 2023. They also hold an option within the new contract to extend the deal by a further 12 months. So there you go. Deovasio Seafweek has officially signed for Blackburn Rovers and further on loan for the rest of the season. Didn't he fly in, on Monday or something? Done deal that Jordan Roberts has joined Motherwell from Hearts on a permanent basis. She's fine, thanks. Oh, for God's sake. Ruger is focused on Chelsea, but now, according to Dalmas Sheth, after 16 years, Lewis Baker looks like he is going to leave Stamford Bridge. Stoke City have offered him the chance to move to the Britannia Stadium on a free transfer, which Baker is currently considering. Lager wants to keep Traore. And it's a done deal that John Souttar has signed for Rangers on a pre-contract agreement with Hearts. Arsenal may struggle to complete a transfer for Dusan Vlhalovic. Is Tanko Ndombele on his way out of Tottenham? Probably. Defoe hasn't said he's going to retire. And, he's wanted to... Once again, the recording ended abruptly, but I ran out of storage, so I had to delete a couple of things. But now, we're sound, and we'll continue. He, as I was saying, he wants to switch off for a bit after leaving Rangers. And the phone's been going quite mad. He's had a few phone calls from a few different clubs. And, he's been quite relaxed, really, with clubs saying if he still fancies playing for 6 months. They're saying that I could help them, get them over the line, and also in the changing room. And it's always nice at this stage of my career to know the phone's still ringing. Something he doesn't expect, but he says it's nice. Not playing for Rangers was affecting Jermaine Defoe, according to himself. After 5,000 years, Riley McGree has signed for someone. It's Middlesbrough, not Celtic, for around £2.5 million. Done deal. Could Mbappe sign a new contract at PSG? Probably not. Conte's signings can take Spurs forward, according to Jermaine Defoe, and he backs Ndombele to come back stronger at Spurs. It's the dumbest opinion I've ever heard. Anyway, is there a revolving transfer door at Spurs? Potentially. Defoe backs Conte to bring Tottenham success. That isn't a stupid opinion. And that is also the end of the episode. Yay! Wait, what? You're sad? I didn't know you liked this show. Okay, goodbye. Okay, that's kind of dumb. Bye, adios, yeah, jazz.